And this renewing of our minds, this out with the old and in with the new, bottom line is it takes some work. It takes some effort. It's not automatic. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes discipline, it takes work, it takes effort, it takes training.
Wow, those words that Aaron shared with us are great words. As he wrapped up his series on New Year, New Mind, we heard that training, it takes work, it takes discipline, it takes effort. And what was really good about it is, how cool would it be for us to commit to this New Year, New Mind and not just let it go January, but let's let it go all year long. I remember training for sports back in high school, and it always started out tough and it was hard. But at the end of it, the wins that came out of training and committing and working hard, it's the same thing that we can do. So let's commit to having a new year, new mind, but let's commit all year long. Well, Aaron shared so many great things for us to take in this final week of his series. So make sure and check out these clips. And if you missed any of the message, let's check it out on our YouTube page. All right, friends, we'll see you guys next week for Rise and Refresh.
All of us can hear the same messages for the last 5 weeks, but who is going to actually apply this? Who at the end of 2021 is going to actually experience a new year, a new mind? And those that don't, do you think it might come down to who practices, who trains, and who doesn't? Like, what does the coach bring to the table? Like, what are they doing? This Venus Williams, these guys know how to play tennis. Like, what's the coach do, right? But the coach is supposed to point out and look out and see areas of weakness, areas where a potential weakness, or areas where they're not fully reaching their potential, where they're not in tune all the way, and to point those out and say, hey, here's an area that I think you should work on. So let me ask you this. Who's coaching you? Who's pointing out areas of deficiency in your life that maybe it's not quite right and you need to kind of work on this and tune it up a little bit? Who's doing that for you? All these runners are running. But guess what? How many get the prize? My fear is many of us as believers, we're just running around aimlessly and we're not running to win anything. We're not running to win the prize. You gotta train. You gotta exercise self-control, self-discipline. Is that us? Let me ask you this. Are we disciplined in our prayer lives? Are you disciplined in reading scripture? Or is it just kind of like, whenever I feel like it, I'll do it every once in a while? Everybody likes the results of training. Everybody wants to have the firm everything. Everybody wants to have that body, right? But nobody wants to do the work that it takes to get that, because that involves training and involves pain and suffering and commitment. And most of us lack that. And so we'll do it for a month or two. We'll do this New Year, New Mind thing for the first 6 weeks of 2021. But come March, come April, come June, come October, we'll just go right back to our old pattern of thinking and we'll live our defeated lives instead of taking hold of the life that God has for us. Don't you think that's what your Father wants? Your Father in heaven, when he's looking down, you're going, I don't want you to keep losing. I want you to have a win. I want you to make some progress. I want you to have a winning record. I want you to have victory. I don't want you to live in defeat and despair and darkness. That's not what I have for you. No, I came to give you life and give it to the full. I came to take your broken heart and to heal it. That's what I came. I came to say, you're free. You don't have to live this way anymore. There is better for you. But you have to do the work that is going to take to get you there, because your mind is not there. And so you need to do the work to train it. To train it.